going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. In today's video, we're going to be having a look at a few Olight products that were sent to me. I have the Olight Open2, I have the Olight Warrior X turbo flashlight, and then I've got this little keychain light. This is called the Olight i1r2 EOS. Okay, so we're going to take a look at each product individually. We're going to talk about the specs, we're going to talk about the usage, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to show a nighttime use on how powerful these are actually in the dark. So we want to see how they work, right? So let's start off with the Open2. Alright guys, so looking at the Olight Open2, it is a bolt action style pen. So you just drop it down like that, opens, you can write, and then a quick little flick, goes back up inside. This pen is separated into two separate sections. So half the pen is an actual pen and the other half is a light. Meaning you can unscrew it and you can set the light portion down on the tabletop and turn it on, and then you can be over here writing or whatever you need to do. Now, they are completely sealed, so nothing's going to fall out of the pen. This is the charging port of the Open2, so it's tucked away inside, waterproof. There's O-rings all over this thing, so it is fairly watertight. Thread this back together. It is all aluminum construction. It's very, very, very high precision construction. The quality on this is outstanding. Very, very useful. Okay, single button operation up top. You can see it turns on. If you hold the button down, it cycles through the lumens and then click off. It does have a little pen attachment here, so you can click it onto your shoulder strap or your backpack and have the light shine out as you're walking. This is a very bright light, no joke. It is useful, it is bright. So let's talk about some of the packaging. It does come with very nice packaging, Olight on the back. It does have another refillable portion of ink set right in there, so you can replace the ink cartridge on this. And then it has the charge cable tucked in there. So it does come with a supplied cable, USB-C, very useful, same as my cell phone, same as my other headlights and my other flashlights, so it makes it really simple to charge this. Like I said, you just plug it in the bottom, let it charge and do its thing. Here we've got the box with a little bit of literature on the back. We're going to talk about the specs in detail. Get some of this out of the way. So let's talk about the specs. On high, it is 120 lumens for 20 minutes, and then it will step down 10% to protect itself to 10%. 120 lumens is at 100%, so that's its highest output, and then it'll step down to a 10% output. So 120 lumens on high, holding that button like I was showing you. Going to medium, it'll go 60 lumens for 40 minutes, and then it'll step down to 80% for an additional 10 minutes. Low is 20 lumens for 2 hours, and then it'll step down to 75% output for 20 minutes. And then moon, which is the first click, it's almost like a firefly mode, 5 lumens for 8 hours, and then it'll step down to 70% for 2 additional hours. The light beam goes 16 meters. The pen weighs 1.34 ounces, okay? And then there's instructions inside, which I'll put on the screen, showing you how to disconnect it, how to charge it, how to change the ink cartridge, all of that stuff. Very, very nice. So this is kind of a peculiar item for me. When Olight contacted me, they originally wanted to send me the Warrior flashlight, and they sent me more. I wasn't expecting it, so I'm really happy. So thank you to Olight for sending me the additional items. I'm very happy with that. So this is a great item to jot down on your map if you got a map and you're hiking a trail, or you just need something to work with. It's a great item to have out working on your vehicle. If you keep this in your vehicle, it's a nice light to kind of put underneath the hood, check your oil at nighttime or whatever you got going on. Very powerful for a pen, and it's light. It's a pen. I'm blown away. I've never had a pen with a light in it that's that strong. So lots of good uses for this. If you don't want to use the pen attachment, one thing I would like to see Olight do is if they made a weather cap to go over that, so it could thread on there, so you can leave this part home and then you can just use the light portion. So it would be very, very small. It would be watertight. That charge would be the charge port would be sealed up, and then you can use it as a little light to just put down or clip on your shoulder strap or your pack. You can read your map while you're walking. whatever you got to do. So I would like to see another little cap added to this. It would be a huge upgrade. So that's the Olight Open2. We will show a nighttime shot of that later on in the video. Let's get this out of the way and let's bring in the next product. All right guys, so our next product we're going to take a look at from Olight is the Olight i1r2 EOS. Okay, here's the packaging it comes in. It does come with the charge cable, everything you need to run the light. The charge cable is USB-C, so a very common connector as well. The operation of this is very simple. If you unscrew it all the way, there's a spring in there, it'll pop open, but it won't come apart, which is really important. There is a charge port inside, and there's a little light LED indicator. Red's for charging, green's fully charged. Plug it in, it charges. When you're done, press it shut. Give it a little bit of a thread. Put this paper down here so it doesn't blow away. Give it a little bit of a thread, and there is an O-ring in there, so to keep the water out. Now, if you go in a little farther, it'll turn on low. See if that's on, so that's low. And then in all the way, it'll go to high, okay? Now, let's talk about how bright this is, because this thing is teensy weensy. Look how tiny that is. It is incredibly small. Very, very useful to have on your keychain. Very useful. I actually use this on my hammock ridgeline, so I'll hang it on top when I'm laying down, and then I've got a light down on me. I can go through my map or my book or whatever I'm doing in my hammock. I can see what I'm doing. Let's talk about the specs on this guy. So the light says it puts out 150 lumens at 100%. So that's its highest output for 15 minutes, and then it'll step down 50% of that. It doesn't say how long after that it'll run for though. On a low setting, it's 5 lumens. That'll run for 6 hours, and then it'll step down 50% after that. It doesn't say how long it'll run at for that either. It has a throw of 40 meters, so 40 meter distance at high. Has a waterproof rating, IPX8. Impact resistance, so you could drop it 1.5 meters. It weighs 0.48 ounces, very, very light. It is only 1.73 inches long and diameter of 0.58 inches, okay? So this thing is incredibly small and compact, and it puts out some light, okay? 150 lumens. So I really do enjoy this light a lot. Like I said, they sent it to me. I wasn't expecting it. I'm very happy that they did send it, because this has made it into my pocket kit, my EDC carry. So very nice light. They are giving this away for free currently. They do have a sale on the flashlight, which I'm going to show you in just a second. This is a free gift they're giving away right now for a limited time offer. Very nice light. Like I said, hang it on your ridgeline, your hammock, hang it up above in your tent. It puts out some light, and it's a bit of a flood light as well. It's not a concentrated beam, so it does light up quite a bit. So if you were to hang it up above, you could work on your picnic table, your table, whatever you're doing. Very nice light, very powerful, and micro USB charge, which is awesome because I always have a battery bank with me to charge my camera, my lights, everything I got with me. So very useful, very nice light, very happy with this. Let's move on to the next product. All right guys, now we're getting into the purpose of this video, and that is the OLight X Warrior Turbo Flashlight. This is the main topic. This is the main light that they approached me with. They wanted me to show. I love this light, okay? So it does come with a sheath, with a snap enclosure. You can put it on your waistband. You can Velcro it to your MOLLE straps on your backpack. Got a D-ring, you can hang it. Very nice, just slides in with the light portion facing up and then snaps in. Very useful. As you can already see, I do have the lanyard attached. It does come with this. It is detachable, so if you don't want it on there, take it off. I like having it because if I'm walking down a creek or in the woods at night or paddling or whatever I'm doing, it's not going to fall when I drop it, okay? Because this light is a little hefty, but it's not crazy heavy. So if you do drop it, you got it. No worries there. Very straightforward. Let's talk about some of the specs on this light before we get into kind of touching and feely sort of stuff. Right on the box here, it says a throw of 1,000 meters and a max lumen of 1,100 lumens, okay? This thing goes forever, okay? It is a tight pattern, and it just shoots. It's like a laser. This thing goes forever. Super bright, super concentrated. It is a spot, okay? You can really spot things with this light. I love it, okay? So I'm going to get into the box, into this box here. We're going to open it up, look at some of the components, and then get the actual paperwork out and go through some of the specs. On a high setting, it puts out 1100 lumens for 6.5 minutes. It then steps down to 55% power at 105 minutes. It then steps down again to 27% of its power for 27 minutes, and then it'll step down to 14% of its power for 52 additional minutes. That's on high. Let's talk low. 150 lumens at 100% power for 12.5 hours. Not too bad. It has a range of 1,000 meters, which we've already covered. Impact resistance of 1.5 meters. Waterproof rating is IPX8. The length is 6.18 inches. The diameter is 2.28 inches. That's up here. The weight is 10.37 ounces. Okay, so it's a little heavier of a flashlight, but all of that is pretty much battery. All right, so let's have a look at this battery. Undo the tail cap section here. Nice O-ring blocking a lot of the water from getting in. That is the battery. Okay, this is a chunky battery. So this is a 21700 5000 milliamp 3.6 volt battery. All right, that's what's charging the OLight Warrior X. Very nice battery, very common battery actually, common in a lot of these tactical flashlights. So half press in on the tail cap puts it into low, you see that? And then a full press puts it into high, and then full press off. Very simple operation, very easy to use. Now, there's a blue ring around the front of the light, which I didn't notice until I was out the other night using it. The blue ring is actually glow in the dark. So when you're done turning the light off, it does glow in the dark. So if you happen to set it down, it'll glow for quite a while, and you can see it, which is pretty neat. The light that I'm holding right now is a limited edition. This is in the gunmetal they sent to me. There is some additional information on the back as well. The new tail cap, so it says the upgraded tail cap is the same of the Odin. Now I don't have the Olight Odin, but if that means anything to you guys that are Olight fans, it is the same tail cap. Classical tactical traits, so it is a very tactical themed light, which is really awesome. It's versatile. It can be used for hunting, search and rescue. It throws light forever. I mean, 1,000 meters, that is a very far distance. So there's a lot of information on the back of the box here that is useful, but I think we've pretty much covered all of the important things that you guys may want to know. Oh, it does vibrate, okay? Don't get excited, not like that. It will vibrate once it reaches 20%, okay? So the light will actually vibrate once every 5 minutes when it's at 20%. When it hits 10% battery life, it will vibrate once per minute. When it hits 5%, it'll vibrate once every 10 seconds. So it'll actually vibrate in your hand, letting you know, hey, charge me, I need to be charged. So that's really cool. And speaking of charging, this is a very interesting charge cable. So it is a proprietary OLight cable. You do need this cable to charge it. It is USB connect. The tail cap is magnetic, so you simply snap it on the light and you're charging just like that, and it will light up green or red to let you know what you're doing. So this is really interesting, quite a strong magnet actually, and the button is the charge. So this literally clicks onto the button that you would press to operate the light, and it charges the light. So that's pretty awesome. It's a very strong magnet. It's not going to flop and fall off of there. I see a few OLight products that actually use this, which is really nice. So if you do have multiple OLight products, you can snap it on the end, charge it, take it off, snap it on another light, continue charging, and so on. The downside to this is if you do damage your cord, you have to buy another one. Okay, there's no other way to charge this unless you take the battery out, put it in an external charger, or charge the battery in a different light and then put the battery back in this light once it's charged. It does come with a tactical grip, okay? So this is removable. You take the rear cap off again, and this grip that's on there right now, this is a metal grip. You can replace it with a rubberized grip. And this clip also does come off. So if you don't want that metal clip on there to hook on your belt loop, that comes off. You can take that off totally. We'll do that right now. Snaps off just like that, really easy. And then the rubber grip can go on. It only goes on in one direction, just like that. And you can thread this back on without the little belt clip. And it is rubberized, so you do get a really good hookup in your hand while using it with gloves. It is actually, it makes a big difference. I don't use it too often. I like using the clip and this metal piece here. The one thing you do lose when you switch to this is you lose your mounting hole for your little tether. So that is kind of, if you're holding it strictly and you're not going to drop it, whatever. I like this method because I do use the lanyard so I don't drop the light. So it does come with a few accessories. The light is very, very useful. Like 1,000 meters. Who needs a light that shoots 1,000 meters? This guy, I want to see way down the trail. So if you are, like I said, search and rescue, first responder, law enforcement, if you do need a light that throws a beam very far, this is it for sure. All right, so I think that's pretty much all we're going to cover on these 3 items from Olight for the daytime presentation. There's not a whole lot to talk about with a flashlight. It is a flashlight. Of course, you want to know the beam, the waterproofness, the power, the charging, and all that stuff. So I feel confident that I've covered enough information to draw interest if you are looking for this style of light, to go on to olight.com or do some research of your own online and figure out all the other technical specs that you may have. I will say that they are running a sale right now on this flashlight, and this guy comes free as a gift. Okay, I believe the sale is quite significant from what they tell me. I think it's 45% off. So if you guys are interested in that, check it out if you want to. One thing they did offer me, they did offer an affiliate link with a discount code for you guys. Unfortunately, I don't do that. I don't do any discount codes. I don't do any affiliate links. I don't get paid for any of the products that I review. All I tell the companies is send me the product. If I like it and I want to share it with my viewers, I will share it, and I will do it completely for free. So I don't have the code. I turned down the offer, as I always do. But like I said, they are running a sale through Olight on their website. If you guys are interested, I will share that information with you. If you do want to go and check that out, check it out. But like I said, I don't do affiliate programs. I don't get mixed up in all that nonsense. I just like getting the product, and I feel this is payment enough. This is now part of my collection forever. I'm going to use it. I'm going to do whatever I need to do with it. So with that said, let's move on to the nighttime portion where we're going to test each of these lights. You'll be able to see how far this thing goes because it's ridiculous. I love it. All right, so that's it. Let's move on to the night portion. All right, guys, here we are, nighttime. I've got the mini light turned on high right now so you can kind of see my face and whatnot. I can't see anything. This is that little mini light that I was talking about. So this is on high, turn it on low. So that's at 5 lumens, and this is on its high setting. So you can see there is quite a bit of reach with the light. It makes for a really excellent keychain light, hang above your hammock, like I was saying earlier, works really well. So I'm going to shut this light off. I'm going to turn on the pen. So here's the pen on, 5 lumens. You can probably barely see me, if at all. I can see quite a bit right now. So I'm going to cycle through the power settings all the way to its brightest, which is very bright. Bring that around front, go all the way around, up above. So this is a very powerful light to be built inside of the pen. It lights up my entire backyard right now to my eye. Now the camera's frame rate, I'm recording at 60 frames per second, so it's going to dim down the light quite a bit, and I got the settings turned down so it doesn't blow out the lighting on the camera. It is brighter in person than it shows up on camera, I will say that. So coming back even farther with the pen light, so you can kind of see the area where I'm at. I'm going to shut this off, I'm going to turn the mini light on and come towards the camera. So now we got the mini light on, coming back. You can kind of see the surrounding area. I got my little burn barrel over here where we have our campfires in the backyard. lights up the backyard pretty well. So that'll wrap up the small lights. Now I'm going to switch to the Warrior X, and I'm going to go way back in the backyard. Alright, so I got the Warrior X flashlight set up on top of a stump. I can't even see where the camera is. Somewhere's in this direction. I got the pen light in my hand. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to walk all the way back, trying to stay in the center of the beam of the light. This thing goes 1,000 meters. It is a really tight group. It's a spotlight. Shut this off. Let's go for a walk. Alright, so as far as I can go, can't see a thing because the light is blinding me. I'm going to make my way back. Alright guys, so those are the three products I have from Olight. We've got the Open2, I've got the little keychain light here, and I've got the Warrior X. So real simple demonstration in the backyard. This thing goes forever. It would go way too far for my camera to even keep track of. Ridiculous. Excellent light, love it for spot. Like I said, the pen is a bright pen. It works really great for keeping on your EDC. Keep it in the car, you can write down notes, you got a light, whatever you need, you got it. And the keychain light is exactly that. Keep it on your keychain, keep it above your tent, in your hammock, whatever you need to do. It is a very bright light for how small it is. Really, really useful. Again, the pen light on its lowest will cycle through onto its highest. So it is a very bright pen light. And you guys already know, low, high, crazy bright, crazy focused. So that's all I got. Thank you from Olight for sending the products. And if you guys are looking for that 45 to 40% deal, like I said, I'm not going to put the affiliate link down because I don't do that on my channel. But if you guys want to get in on this deal from Olight, it's either 40 or 40% off. It's going from the 24th of August to the 28th. So you got 4 days to get this on a screaming deal. So if you guys are interested in that, do that. And if you guys got any more questions about the products, drop it down in the comment section and I'll do my very best to answer it. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.